Welcome back to my channel. If you remember, sometime back I have explained about the vowels, that is English alphabet, vowels in the English alphabets, and I also explained how they came into being. I generally call the vowels, in my theory, I call them the ages. So these are the different ages, and those are associated with the different avatars in the Hindu mythology, like Matsya Avatar, Kurma Avatar, Varaha Avatar, like that. So 10 avatars. Leaving that religious part apart, let us now continue rather, my old theory. So age A is the first age. That is the first vowel is in English alphabets is A. A is the first age. So it is associated with 1 square. And I also explained that there was one age missing, basically because this B, the second one, B should have also been a vowel, but it became the crust of the earth, so it was not called an age. It just simply denotes the earth's crust. So this 3 squared. The third vowel or the age was E, in the sense this 6 squared spent all its energy and this system so far, formed so far. And after 6 squared was exhausted, the highest squared that remained was 5 squared. So the fifth letter is E. That is why we have E here instead of F. Sixth letter is F, but we have E because E remained and F was exhausted. It is totally consumed. Similarly, 10 was totally consumed to form the systems of our total energy, and the letter below 10, that is 9 squared, which is denoted by I, became the age or the ion. I call them ages and ions interchangeably most of the time. So don't get confused when I sometimes call this age, sometimes call it ion. So age is a generic term, and ion is a Gnostic term. So 15 squared, when it comes to 15 squared, so A, E, I, O. Actually, this should have been O as per the present vowel structure, right? But instead, it would become N because this 15 squared would be used totally consumed in the formation of the system, and the next square that remains, highest square, will be 14. So this will be N. So following the same logic, let's see here 21 squared will be consumed and 20 squared, which is 20th letter is T, will remain. Next comes 28 squared. So 27 squared will remain. 27 squared, according to my naming convention, is AA. And please refer to my previous videos if you want to know how I came up with this naming convention for the different numbers. Okay. So 34, 36, 35 IA will be the age. For 45, 44, this is very important. This is the 44th letter according to naming convention is Ra, R-A. So this is very important. We should concentrate on this, and I will explain about it down the line. So for 55, 54 remains, that is called BE. For 66, 65, which is called ME, will become H. For 78, it will be YE, that is 77th is YE. For 91, 90th letter is LI, so this is LI. 10 for 105, 104, that is ZI, will become the H. 120, the 120 squared, 119 is OO. This is also very important. So OO will become the H. And finally, for the 16th cube, the 136 squared, 135 is EU. So EU or 135 will be the ultimate H. I mean, when I say ultimate, these are all relative in the sense it is only up to 16 cube. I always explain, because as I told you, simply my knowledge extends only till 16 cube. So the topmost of the ages will be EU. EU in English or Latin, it means good. You know that, right? Right? Euphoria is well-being. EU in general means good. So this is the good age, the best age that we can think of. Now let us see the different characters who were involved in these ages. I always tell you about 15 squared. 15 squared is basically 15th letter is O, and this 15 squared plus 13 squared came together to form the present realm or the reality we are living in. So this is basically the Om part, or Om is otherwise in Egyptian mythology, Om itself is known as the Ankh. We call it this figure with a T-like structure below and a circle above that is called the Ankh. So you can say this T-like structure, that is the 14 squared, up to 14 square rather, it can be any of these smaller squares, but the maximum being 14 squared. So 14 squared here, and the 5 cube here is the life in the sense 5 cube or Betelgeuse or Arudra, as you call in Hindu mythology. This Arudra guy is the life, and this is the body. So this is 14 squared is nothing but in Egyptian mythology, 14 squared is for Seth. So Seth, though the life within this body is belongs to Betelgeuse or Arudra or Osiris, you can say, the life was provided by Osiris, but the body, the highest body here is only 14 square. 15 square, 15 square divided into this. So this 10 square is the kind of body, and the 5 cube is like the life. So so are we done with this? So you can, in other words, you can as well call this the Om, which is supposed to be the beginning of life on earth. So that is everything. The that is basically the Sanatanavada, the Sanatana school of thought, as against Nutana school of thought, believes that this this five cube, or what we call the Ankh, is nothing but Om, is the life, basically life itself. This Om gave birth to life. That's what the Sanatana Dharma. In Sanatana Dharma, they believe that Om is the beginning. So do the Egyptian people believe in Ankh. Ankh and Om, in my opinion, are one and the same. If you this is O, let us say if this is the letter English letter O, and this T, if you extend these arms of T little bit lower, this will become the letter M, right? So Om and Ankh are one and the same in my opinion. And let us go to the next step. In the next step, we have basically, here you can see this is 6 cube basically. Here we have 6 cube. So the next such a square is in the series 21, and this 21 becomes 20 or T in the long run. This, as far as I am concerned, this 15, which should have been O, A, E, I, O, this O already has become N now, in my opinion. And now it is the age of T. T, or if this is 20th letter is T, so 21 squared will spend its energy and becomes T. So this is the age of what we know as not all. The most popular concept of life is the Ankh, as I told you. This is the Egyptian Ankh or Hindu Om. Both are same. So most of the people on earth today, at least now till now, believe that the life originated through Ankh or Om. But then now this N has become the O of Om or Ankh has become N. So this is relegated to history. So this is relegated, meaning the same. The meaning of Sanatana itself is old. That is why this 15 squares age is old now, and it would be called N, the age of N, not O anymore. And here we have, this is the U, the age of U, actually 21st letter is U, and it will become T. It will become T in near future, and so T, the age will be called T, or that for that age the symbol of life would be Tau. Tau, the Greek letter Tau is like the T here. That Greek letter Tau will represent the age of T, right? And next we will go to the next one, but let us do a recap here. We have edges with and corresponding squares here, and these squares shown here become obsolete and give way to the one below the same. So 6 square will give way to 5 square, that is represented by E, so and so on and so forth. And this is Om, or the ANKH, Egyptian ANKH, which clearly shows the 5 cube as the life-giving energy, and this T-like structure as the body. And maximum value for this ANKH would be 14 squared only, since 15 squared gives way to 14 squared. And now next stage comes 21 squares age comes, and it will be in all these letters I have given here are the ultimately what would replace these letters. This should have been U, letter U, 21st letter is U, but this U will be replaced by T, Ta. So the life-giving mechanism or the life itself would be known by the letter, Greek letter tau here. That is the Greek letter tau. So it will be represented by Greek letter tau. Now, after tau itself, forgot to tell you one more thing. Here the tau itself, this letter itself, is otherwise known as the yin and yang. This is a concept where the yin and yang starts. 6 cube, at the 6 cube tau level, you have yin and yang. That is why there is a religion itself by the name Taoism. In Taoism, they believe in the positive, white positive and black negative. This is yang is white, then it represents male aspect, and black is yin, represents the female aspect. So what Taoists believe is that their nature is made up of good and evil, or light and darkness, or you can say male, female. No offense that they in yin and yang, yang is the male component and yin is female component. That's it. Or you what you call the what you call order and chaos, you can say. The white is represents order, black represents the chaos. So in Greek mythology, there is even a goddess by the name Chaos. In fact, she is the primordial goddess from whom everyone else, including the gods, were created. Basically, even the gods came from chaos. Chaos gave birth to the first order of gods, and then on and on, till the human being, we have the generations so far. But chaos is supposed to have given birth to the primordial gods themselves. So till tau we have covered, and now let us go to the 7 cube. 7 cube, if you have life here, if you consider 7 cube as the life-giving energy, then this should ideally be the Christian era, kind of. This this is the original square here is 28 squared. So 28 squared gives way to 27 squared. 27 squared is denoted by AA, meaning A as repeated here. This is 1A, short A, this is the long A. So the long age commences from 7 cube. You can as well say, present day Christianity usually gives the number, assigns number 777 to Christ. So 777 being 7 into 7 into 7, not the number 777, literally. 666 is the beast. So basically what we are trying to do is, till here you can't help. There is order and chaos, there is good and evil, but from here, from 7Q, we are supposed to tilt towards good and bad. I mean, more good than less bad and less bad. So from 7 cube, we are supposed to tilt to order. And then 8 cube, 9 cube, and on. If you go higher and higher, then you will definitely become more positive. But then you cannot consider 7 cube as the perfect order. Actually, 7, though the goodness increases from here, there is still darkness. So, from only here, when we cross 9 cube, let's say, here, if you observe, it is 45th square for 9 cube. And once 45th square becomes obsolete, it gives way to 44th square. 44th square is nothing but Ra. Okay? Ra, the letters RA represent 44. So, if you, the freshers who haven't seen my assignment of letters, here you can see RA is associated with 44. 44 is called RA in my theory. So now this guy is Ra. 44th guy is Ra, right? Now, so when you reach 9 cube, let us say, if when 9 cube is the life giving force, then the body will be that of Ra, meaning Ra will have 9 cube as a life giving force. And there is one more thing I need to explain. 9 cube, here of every 3 cubes, 3 cube, 6 cube, 9 cube, there is a kind of a realm formed using that as a highest life form. Not life form, basically energy level. So there will be one at this 3 cube level, there will be one 6 cube level, there will be one 9 cube, there will be one, and after this 12 cube. At 12 cube you will have one more, right? So this 9 cube, if the 9 cube is the life, the highest body you can have is Ra, meaning 44 square. So Ra has a lot of significance. Ra is supposed to be the ultimate human form, because once you cross 10 cube, this level, then it is kind of pure order. Pure order starts after 10 cube. Because you I may have to just give you a small reference here. Here, if you look at the 10th level, This is the 10 cube level. This 10 cube level, Kalki, in Hindu mythology, Kalki is supposed to bring order. So, till ninth level, if you have the nine cube as life giving force and the body, then Buddha. So, Buddha is the highest, ultimate human being there can be, but he is also not rid of the black, the evil. Even at the level of 9 cube, you still have, though not much, very small quantity of evil even here. So this is the guy Ra, who is the ultimate ruler of the human race, you can say. The human race, when it graduates to 9 cube or the level of Buddha, this is the best human race we can have. After this, it will be like in heaven. This will be in order, and the 10th from 10th level, it is perfect order. And of course, if you when you reach E136 or 16 cube, if 16 cube powers the body, provides life to the body. If this is a life force, 16 cube is like life force. So the maximum uh, guy who can form is 135. That 135 is nothing but you. So this is the, you can say, the Geradamus, the best a man can become is almost divine. So because 16, if you consider 16 cube the one, the God, the source, the monad, then EU will be like the Geradamus. So he is already in heaven with the God, and so this is the highest form of human, what do you call, form. This is the highest form of human being, the Geradamus. So for today, I think, so there are certain people who use the titles here, the or AU, Rao. Especially in South India, we have this title, Rao. So these guys correspond to the 9 cube. The max they can reach is 9 cube. But the ultimate model of human being is EU. So with that, I'll conclude the video today, and let us meet some other time with some other subject. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.